and we're meeting these families as they're coming to us, trying to provide. Got to turn off the TV. Here I am. I'm early today. I don't know why I did that. Now I got to wait that much longer. Let me turn on a light here. I have to wait that much longer for 420 to happen. I, for some reason or another, goofed and pushed the button too soon. So I'll just sit here calmly, I don't know, well, somewhat calmly, and wait and wait and wait till 420, because I did a dumb thing and I pushed the button too soon. So, yeah, I'll just wait. You guys want to come in and talk to me, that's fine. But, you know me, I'm not going to start this damn thing till I have something to smoke. So, I mean, I'll talk to you. It's not that I'm not going to talk to you. But, you know, I don't officially start the show till I can get high. So, until I can get high, I'm not going to start the show. So, I did a dumb thing here. I pushed the go live button way too soon. I wasn't doing anything. Just sitting here waiting, and the button was there, and I pushed it. I didn't mean to push it. You know, I usually wait a few more minutes, and then I push it, but I didn't. I didn't wait. I pushed the button. I pushed the button a little early, okay, because I don't usually start the show till 420. So, but here I am. So now I got to sit around and bullshit for 5 minutes till I can smoke a joint. So here I am sitting around and bullshitting for 5 minutes until I can smoke a joint. So anybody wants to sit around and bullshit with me for 5 minutes, I'm willing to do that. But, you know, otherwise I'm just going to sit here and talk to myself until it's showtime. So, but I'd love the company, you know, I'd love to talk to somebody while I'm waiting. But, you know, if nobody wants to join in here, that's okay too. Because I've been known to talk to myself on numerous occasions. Okay. And this might as well be another one of those occasions. Because talking to myself is a regular occurrence around here. If you spend any time alone, you'll discover that you talk to yourself out loud. Yeah, people do that. You tend to do that. You answer yourself too. So when you have to be worried about is when you don't hear yourself. Okay. You can talk to yourself, you can answer yourself. But when you say what? Okay. When you don't hear yourself talking to yourself, then you got a problem. I mean, you cannot listen to yourself when you tell yourself something to do. That's one thing. But to not hear yourself, you know, when you start tuning yourself out, that's not good. That's when you got mental problems. When you stop listening to yourself talking, then you got a problem. Okay. Otherwise, everything's cool. And we're rapidly approaching 420, by the way. So we only have a few more minutes to wait. And I've babbled pretty good so far. See, talking to myself is really quite easy, especially if you're sitting in front of a screen looking at your face. And it's real easy to talk to yourself. I mean, when you're just walking around talking, that's one thing. But when you got somebody to talk to, like your own self, you know, looking at yourself talking, that's easy. That's the easy way to talk to yourself. Okay, so I have no problem talking to myself like this. This is simple as shit. I mean, here I am. I can see me talking to myself. I mean, that's simple. You know, the hard part is having to look at myself when I'm talking to myself. Because I've seen me, and I'm no pretty sight. So I can understand why you might not tune in. But I'm not a bad person. I sometimes have interesting things to say, even when I'm talking to myself. I surprise me with my own knowledge. That's not true. I'm just saying that. But we're less than a minute away to starting the show. By starting the show, I mean getting high. So we're less than a minute away from that. So if anybody out there wants to join me, I'll wish you a happy 420 fairly soon. I'm going to spark this sucker up in just a few seconds. And then we can actually get the show started. Of course, the show isn't any different than this. I'm just going to talk. So, but I'm going to talk while smoking weed. That would be the only difference. So if you care to join me, here I am. And I think it's safe to say, happy 420. That was worth it. It was worth the wait. Let's put it that way. Happy 420. Happy 420 to everybody out there. No matter what time zone you're in, it's 420 somewhere. And right now it's 420 in the Midwest, which is where I'm at, outside of Chicago, some 60, 70 miles. So it's a happy 420. Now, I stopped doing news on my show. But you can't really ignore the gorilla in the room. This Russian invasion of Ukraine. And I don't know how many sanctions we're going to put against this country, but it's not going to make any difference. Can't negotiate with a lunatic, okay? This guy's just another Hitler. All we can do is extinguish him. There is no choice. And if you disagree with me, I'd be happy to talk to you about it. This guy is a lunatic. He wants to bring back the Soviet Union by taking back all these countries that were oppressed behind the Iron Curtain. And he wants to oppress them again. I think it's wrong. Obviously, much of the world thinks it's wrong. Sanctions aren't going to make any difference. Okay. He'll say it. He'll say, okay, I won't do it. And he'll just keep doing it. Just like Hitler. Okay. He's no different. This was the head of the KGB. Okay. He is a dictator. He is a despot. And he's crazy. So anybody who thinks he's going to back down because of sanctions is out of their mind. There's nothing to do but kill this man. Okay. The only solution is to get rid of him. Okay. That's the only solution to this war, is to put an end to Putin. Because, you know, there's no one under Putin who's in favor of this. No one. Okay. Absolutely no one. But so why this continues, I have no idea. NATO and the United States today once again affirmed that they will not create a no-fly zone over the Ukraine. Something has to be done on a large scale, and I think those nations who have voted not to impose sanctions against Russia should have sanctions imposed against them. That includes Cuba, India, and China, and any other nation that has taken the stance that they don't want to support sanctions against Russia. And I think it's necessary to flex our muscles against them as well. You know, if you're not against Russia, you must be for them. Okay. And I think it's time we did something about it. Enough of this pussyfooting around for the past couple of weeks. Let's get the fuck in there and hurt them. Okay. Let's get in there and kill Putin. Just assault on the Kremlin. That's what we need. You know, a united world against Russia, I think, would pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty much settle things. I think if we took a united stand against Russia, I think they'd get the message. That's what I think. So then that's just my opinion. But I mean, if the United Nations is opposed to what's going on, for the most part, then they should take action as a unit against what's going on. I mean, what a mamby-pamby fucking world we live in when we won't take actions against one fucking nation who has decided to rebel. Getting tired of this planet. If I did despise Elon Musk so much, I'd sign up for a trip to Mars. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what's going on. It is nice to see that companies like Shell and BP have pulled out of Russia, stopped doing business with them on the petroleum level. That's something anyway. More oil companies need to do the same thing. I mean, they've physically pulled out of the country, so that's great. I'm proud of them. So needs to be more of that. More companies need to stop doing business with them. Oil companies. But I mean, they're not being hurt that much. The oligarchs are bitching, but they're getting hurt. But you know, Russia has over the past 20 years has devised a way to run their economy pretty much without the rest of the world. So these financial sanctions aren't really hurting them that much, except trading in the dollar has become difficult for them, and oil is traded with the dollar, so that's caused them some problems. But still, I mean, India, of all countries, has decided to support Russia in this endeavor, or decided uh, not support them. I guess they're not supporting them; they're just not supporting them. Okay, uh, and Cuba, being a communist country, of course, is uh, not supporting them either. Katie, welcome aboard. Now I have someone to talk to other than myself. So I know I'm not doing news anymore, but I couldn't resist talking about the Ukraine. Okay. And how I feel about the whole situation. And that I think we got to stop soft pedaling this thing and just go in and bomb the shit out of the Kremlin and get it over with. You can't deal with a lunatic. Okay. You can't negotiate with someone who's crazy. And I firmly believe Putin is Hitler kind of crazy. You can't negotiate with that kind of person. He's going to say he's going to do better, and he's going to keep on doing what he's doing. That's never going to change. Okay? He's going to tell you he's going to do better, and he won't. Just like he told those people in what town is that? Mariupol or something like that, near the southern border, that he would stop firing so that they could evacuate civilians. And all he did was take that. It lasted like an hour. And all he did was use that time to advance his troops and then started bombing the shit out of the people again. Okay. So, no, he's not going to cooperate in any way. And sanctions aren't going to be enough. We have to physically go in and take him out. There's no alternative. And just within the past few hours, we turned down Zelensky's plea for a no-fly zone once again. So, yeah, sure, he's bombing schools, hospitals, anything he can hit. He's ruthless. He's a lunatic, okay? At this point in his life, he's insane. Okay? He wants to take over those countries that were part of the Soviet Union, and he wants to bring back the wall. That's what it's all about. He wants to recreate the Soviet Union. I mean, this was the head of the KGB, for Christ's sake. He wants to bring back the good old days. You know, when everything, you know, he wants to be the leader for life, and I don't doubt you. This is what the man is. It's what he's done for the past 20 years, 22 years that he's been in power. It's just gradually gotten to this point in time. Okay. I mean, he started the wars in 2014, leading up to this point where, I mean, he gradually led up to 2014 when he started the wars. Now he's going to continue the wars until he has all of those countries once again under his power. His favorite horror is going to poison him in his vodka. Yes, well, we can only hope. Somebody needs to kill him. Because, you know, there's nobody else in Russia who wants to do this. This is only him. If he were not in power, they would pull out of the Ukraine. I have no doubt. That was your vision. Good. I hope she does. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe there's something in his vodka that's gradually driving him insane. But I hope it kills him soon. I hate to wish that on somebody, but he needs to go. That's all there is to it. The man needs to go. No doubt in my mind. He is the problem. No one else. No one else in Russia is a problem. I mean, they've got protests in the street they can't control. Okay, and for the Russian police not to be able to control crowds is saying something. She'll be paid a lot of money to do it too, huh? Good. Good. Somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to do it soon before more people die, before more civilians die. I saw something earlier today, 18-month-old child being brought into a hospital to die. I mean, it tears you up. A victim of a bombing. And they're Russian troops. Some of them are abandoning perfectly good vehicles because they don't want to do this. So things are changing. A dog was over the other day and we were catching up on last week tonight. We had missed, we were we were one episode behind. Oligarchs will take them out. We're taking their assets in sanctions all over the world. Yes, I know, season everything. But anyway, there was this Ukrainian woman who walked up to a Russian soldier who was occupying her town. And she told him that they were intruders and invaders and didn't belong there. And that the national flower of the Ukraine is the daisy. And she said, here, I want to give you some daisy seeds to put in your pocket so that when we kill you, daisies will grow where you fall. I thought that was pretty impressive for this little old lady. And then she told me he was an asshole and to get fucked and all this other things. Shooting holes in their own gas tanks because they do not want to kill their families. Yeah, a lot of these people are related, or they have loved ones. They're, sometimes even partners and lovers. Okay. This is insane. Of course, this soldier just stood there and said, he didn't want to have a confrontation with this woman and would she please just go home. The soldier was very polite, but the woman really tore him a new ass. But I thought that was pretty cool. Here's some daisy seeds, put them in your pocket so that when we kill you, daisies will grow where you fall. I was impressed. So. And Putin said that Zelensky was a Nazi. Zelensky's a Jew. Putin's current army is very young. He lost almost half of them to COVID. Well, they don't seem to be fighting with any earnest. People are being taken out by artillery and bombing. So foot soldiers aren't, they're not doing that much in the way of fighting. Well, they have been killing civilians who have tried to block armament and stuff moving through towns. So, but I think we need to put forth more effort in taking out Putin. That's where the problem lies. You have to cut off the head of the snake. That's what needs to be done. So, but I don't think sanctions are enough. And like I say, I think we ought to sanction those countries who have decided that they do not want to sanction Russia. Okay, there are some countries that have opted out of this. India, China, Cuba, several others. I think we ought to sanction them. Okay. I think that should happen next. You're not opposed to their invading the Ukraine. Well, then maybe we ought to be opposed to you. Okay. I've not been watching that. I cannot take it. I don't watch it either. Okay. I haven't been watching it either, but I flip it on every now and then because I can't watch it because it's the only fucking thing on the news. Okay. I flip on the news just to see if there's anything different on. Okay. Are they talking about anything else? And they're not. It's the only thing they're talking about. Now, I read the news and look for other stories, and there aren't any. Okay. I read one different story today in the news, and that was about this truckers rally that's been crossing the country that started in California. Yeah, I know you don't watch the news anyway. You probably read news stories on YouTube, though, or listen to news stories on YouTube, right? I know you do, in fact. So, but there's been this nationwide crossing of some caravan of truckers that have been joined by people across the country, allegedly going to DC, but they decided now they're not going to DC, and they don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. They've made it to the East Coast, and now they're there, and they're just kind of hanging out and don't know what to do because they've opted not to go into DC because there are so many restrictions with regard to big rigs. So now it's like they went all the way across the country and don't know why. So, but I mean, otherwise, there aren't, all the news stories are about the Ukraine, and I think I'm kind of glad I stopped doing the news, only because there'd be nothing else to talk about. And the only reason I talked about it today is because I think more should be done. Okay. So, because I know you watch the Youngturks. I do too. But I mean, it's not any different than Hitler. We got one lunatic in charge. You take out the lunatic and everything goes back to normal. We just need to take out the lunatic. So, and everything will go back to normal. Like I said, cut off the head of the snake. So, but, I would watch some of the news if it wasn't all the same story over and over again. Only worsening. They keep showing the map, and more of the cities are red. So, more of the little towns actually. They haven't gotten to the cities yet. So I don't know. Rest of the world sucks though. So. So the weed of the week is Tangerine Haze. And it's how potent? It's a sativa, 27.85% THC. So it's a pretty potent sativa, and obviously it's got me jawing like a son of a bitch. So it's working. What you smoking, Katie? Had my surgery Tuesday. Joint's about an hour away. I got to be there at 6 a.m. So dog's picking me up about 4:45. So he's got to get up like 3:30 or something to get. So it's like, why go to bed? You know, so I'll be bald next time you see me. Now I'll wear a baseball cap or something. So I ain't showing this big egghead of mine to anybody. So you'll just have to deal with it. I'm wearing a baseball cap. There's no way you're seeing this head of mine. I'm not showing this thing off to anybody. So what you smoking? You still there? Am I still here? Help me. Let me know. Because if I'm just talking to myself here, I might as well do it by myself. Did I lose you, Katie? Oh, okay. Hey, buds. Welcome aboard. I was just saying I'm having brain surgery Tuesday. They're going to shave my head. So next time you see me, I'll be wearing a baseball cap. So I must have lost Katie. So we were in the middle of a conversation and she disappeared. I asked her what she was smoking and I never heard from her again. So it must be good shit. Today's weed of the week is Tangerine Haze. And I forget what it was, 27.53% or something. 28.53%. 27.85%. There we go. So, and it's a sativa, of course. I do like the sativas. So my card expired. And I had a visit with my marijuana physician through telemed, and his people were supposed to get back to me. That was Monday. No, it's an outpatient procedure. Dog's taking me up there to Oak Brook Tuesday morning. We have to be there at 6. Can you imagine what time he has to get up to get me there by 6? So, yeah, right. Well, anyway, yeah, he's going to have to drive me up there. Yeah, right. But I was originally going to pick him up, and then he was going to drive me home. And then my wife was going to take him home and come back, but my wife for sure would get lost. So we removed her from the equation. So yeah, he's going to pick me up at 4:45 Tuesday morning. So that should be interesting. But we're taking my car. I'm not riding in that roller skate with after brain surgery. No way. I mean, because I don't like riding in it anyway. You know, that thing is scary. Oh yeah, a lot more comfortable. You know. I mean, I'm sure I'll have some kind of a headache. I mean, actually, after all, they're going to be screwing 4 screws into my head. So because they already told me they're going to give me some Novocaine into my head where the screws go. Okay, as of today, I'm not on blood thinners for that reason. So because apparently I'm going to bleed from the screws in my head. So, should be interesting. But yeah, it's all outpatient, so that's nice. Of course, dogs are going to have to curl up in my truck for about 3.5 hours, take nap. So he'll have fun. At least it's roomy enough. You can put the seat back or something. It's roomy enough. It's not like he wouldn't have to. If we took his car, he'd have a hard time sleeping in that sumbitch. He's a reader. Yeah, well, he's going to be pretty tired. I don't think he'll be doing much reading. I don't. He'll probably just stay up all night and come get me. I don't imagine he'll get much sleep. What's he going to do? Go to bed at 6 p.m. like me? Because I have to be awake during the whole process. Because they're going to have me doing exercises, drawing shit, drawing spirals and straight lines and signing my name. So I have to be fairly alert. I can't go in the MRI tube and just sleep like I normally do when I have an MRI. They put on the music headphones and I just take a nap. So this time I have to be alert. So I'm going to have to go to bed early. No easy task that for me. I'm used to staying up. Like last night, I stayed up till exactly 4:20. I went to bed at 4:20. Okay. And I got up at 2 this afternoon, and here I am, fresh as a daisy. I've only been up a couple hours, so not even 3. So my day has just begun. Yeah, me too. I hope it goes great as well. I hope it goes really good. It's nothing I'd like better. So, it was, that'd be really swell if it goes great. Yeah, I'd truly enjoy that. But we'll see. Yeah. But I mean, my tremors are bad, but not so bad, not as bad as some people with Parkinson's. And this works on Parkinson's patients. So I'm very optimistic. And they've been doing this for a couple of years now. It was only recently, just, last summer that it was approved through Medicare. So I have confidence in them. This machine's going every day. They're doing people. So I'm confident it will work. Need one of those ball caps with the hair coming out the top. Maybe I will get one. Don't think I haven't looked at them. Available on Amazon. I've looked at them. Seriously, I've looked at them. You can get them with really long hair too. I looked at them as a joke. You know me. Because you can get them with like pink hair and shit like that. So I thought, since I color my hair, it might be worth getting one with colored hair. Yeah. I gotta put this down. But they're still only doing one side, so. But I hope it makes my head stop shaking too. That'd be nice. Because sometimes my whole body vibrates. It's really weird. And I try to stop it, but it won't. But of course, if I'm conscious of it, sometimes I can actually make it stop. Not my hands, but my body. So, but sometimes I don't even realize it's happening, which is really weird. I'll be sitting there like I'm shivering, and don't even know what's going on. And then it'll dawn on me that it's happening, and then I can kind of make it stop. But sometimes I can make it appear that I don't shake at all. If I don't move my hands around, I can stabilize them, put them on the surface of the table, of the arms of the chair. People would never know I shake. Or I can hold them in certain positions and they don't shake. Like I can hold it up here and it doesn't shake. But if I move it this way, it shakes a lot. So they're weird hands. Yeah. So I can hold them in certain positions so they don't shake at all. Yeah, it will. Be able to actually, bring food to my face without shaking it all over. I'm going to like that. And sign my name so that it still looks like my signature instead of some crap. And I'll be able to print shit that I can read. Maybe I'll go back to doing the news if I can actually read what I wrote down. Who knows? Yeah, trimming weed. There you go. I'll have a hand I can do that with. That'll make all the difference in the world. You know? And being able to top off my own plants. You know? All that'll make a difference. So, hey, I got to show you. I got a video. It's the little things. Yeah. I got a video of my plants. Now this is week 4 from the time it popped out of the ground. Okay. Now this is, wait, now this is from when they popped out of the ground until, oh, there's Katie. You disappeared or something. This is from when they popped out of the ground until 4 weeks of age. And this is Sheroy and Cherry Train Haze. That's the Sheroy. Coming along nicely, as you can see. Whoops. Or is that's the Cherry Train Haze. What am I doing with my phone? There we go. That's the Cherry Train Haze. Here, I'll run it again. Oh, that's a picture of a fan leaf on the Cherry Train Haze next to my hand. So you can see how big the fan leaves are. Let's see if I can. Ah, fuck. I went back a whole bunch of pictures. See if I can run the video again for you. Starts off with the Sheroy. That's the Sheroy. And that's the Cherry Train Haze. Yeah, there. Yeah, they're coming along good. The Sheroy is 20 inches tall right now, and the Cherry Train Haze is at 16 inches. So that's 4 weeks. So that I'm real happy with that that new soil stuff I got from that Hopwood Farms here in Illinois. Into 5 gallon. These are 7 gallon. I put 2 7-gallon ones in my 3-foot tent. And then in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start doing the other one. I figured why not go 7 gallon, 2 7-gallons in the one tent. And I'll put 2 7-gallons in the other tent. You know, go big or go home. I figure why not? Not going to fool around with those 5-gallon ones anymore. Just grow me some big hardy plants in those 2 tents. Of course, I don't know about Shiroi. We'll see. I guess I'll have to flip them both at the same time, regardless how big it gets. But that cherry train haze is really pretty. It's taken on a really nice shape. You've tried 7s before, and I found my plants didn't use the bottom 5 inches of the pot, so went back to 5s. I see. I see. Well, we'll see. I'm using this different soil mix. This stuff from this company in Illinois, Hopwood Farms. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try some different things than everybody else, different products and different methods. You know, I'm still 24/7 on the lights too, so I'm happy with that. And I'm on an irregular watering schedule, and I'm very happy with that. So we'll see how it goes. Figure if plants want to rest, they'll rest whether the light's on or not. In fact, I've seen it happen. Sometimes they're reaching for the lights, sometimes they're not. So I figure that's when they're resting. So I can't predict when they're resting. So I can't predict when they have the lights on or off. You know, I can't predict their resting cycle. So if I make it dark, how can I predict that's when they're resting? I can't train them to rest. I don't think that's funny. I think it's practical. I bet your plants rest throughout the day, off and on during the sunlight. I was in Alaska for 2 years, the Matanuska Valley. They grow 50-pound cabbages. You know why? Because the sun doesn't go down. Okay? I'm Father Nature and my plants do what I say. Exactly. Nonsense. You ever heard of Matanuska thunderfuck? Exactly. A lot of weed growing in Alaska in the shortest growing season on the planet. Okay? We used to say there are 4 seasons up there: June, July, August, and winter. Okay? You get 3 months of pure daylight. Like I say, they grow 50-pound cabbages and potatoes the size of your head. And I'm not joking either. It's amazing what they can grow up there. And the soil is so fertile. Right there in the Matanuska Valley. But yeah, so I go 24-hour light. Plants rest when they want to rest. So that's the way I go. That's the way I fly. And I'm happy with that. And my plants appear to be happy too. So I know dog thinks I'm going against everything. Okay, I'm doing everything wrong and it's still turning out right. Well, you know, he thinks I ought to be watering every other day and I ought to be doing 18/6, and I'm not. You know, it's a weed. Weeds seem to grow best when we have a drought, you know. It's the only thing that grows. So I end up watering them maybe once every 6 days or so. You know, when they're dry. When they show me they're dry, I water them. So, when they're thirsty. Nutrient lockout if you water too often. Yes. So I water them when they're thirsty. I mean, you don't water your house plants every other day. It doesn't rain every other day. Why would you water your weed every other day? Nothing gets watered every other day. You know, and you know, buds out here, we got such super sandy soil. Water leaches away from the roots of these plants in a matter of a day or so. And they don't, everything stays green. Trees keep growing. Everything keeps growing out here. The corn, you know how shallow rooted corn is. Corn grows like crazy out here, even if it doesn't rain. Harley says only water when they will. Yeah, when they look like they need water, I give them water. You know, yeah, it's like, I don't know, every 6 or 7 days, seems like, comes out to be. And they get about, I don't know, 3/4 of a gallon to a gallon, something like that. It's about all they take. About every 5 days. Well, I'm in a more confined space. So I probably, and you're in a drier climate. So I have less evaporation. So got that going for us. So yours would dry out a lot quicker than mine, I suppose. Your watering depends on what stage of growth yours in. I'm sure mine will too. Yeah, see, our humidity usually runs in the 60% and up around here. You know, I mean, that's kind of average around here is 60%. Let's see what it is today. Over 44 degrees. And our humidity is 65%. So you let the plant tell you what it needs. Well, yeah. Yeah, the leaves will tell you what it's deficient in. And the soil will tell you if it's dry or not. And the plant will tell you if it's thirsty. So, you know, it's all there. The plant's a map. Just like people. You know, we all have symptoms. Plants do too. So we got all that going on. Boy, I'm pretty stoned from just one joint. Looking forward to 5 minutes from now. Because I can get stoneder. So that's cool. That'll be nice. So what you smoking, Katie? And buds? I confess to what I'm smoking. It's your turns. It's yours turns. Something like that. Got his train Haze. Nice. What about you, buds? What you got going? Something tasty, I'm sure. Panther blood. Still. Must have a lot of panther blood. Well, I won't be doing a music show Tuesday because that's when I'm having this surgery. Just ran my last bud through my grinder. Oh my goodness. What are you going to do? You got some coming? Oh, we're getting close. You got something coming at least? Purple punch. Ooh. Yeah, well, I got a long wait for those two. You know, they're just getting started and all. You're just out of GTH. I see. Well, that's good. Yeah, you know, because you know what the Freak Brothers said. Dope will get you through times of no money better than money will get you through times of no dope. That's the worst thing in the world, being out of weed. So even the guy who plows my driveway called me up the other day, wanted to buy a joint. The White Widow next week, and Black Grail the week after. Ooh, White Widow and Black Grail. Yeah, that's what's going in my other tent, is some Holy Grail in a couple of weeks. I'm going to grow another Holy Grail. I really like the Holy Grail. That was really yummy. So I'm growing another one of those. Oh, and by the way, I found a seed in this tangerine haze today. So I'm going to see if I can pop it as well. If not, I got some other seeds here as well. Maybe I'll try another one of Stonies. I don't know which one though. But we'll see. I'm going to try them, whatever it might be. We'll see what happens. But happy 420. Oops. Oops. Sour apple auto and caramel cream auto. Ooh. You must have quite the storehouse of weed. You're going to try your hand at autos, huh? What dog got you on that trail, or? I guess he did good with the Blue Dream, huh? But he's not growing organic. He's using nutrients. Like organic doesn't use nutrients. No Green Bicycle sent them from Humble Seed Company. Oh, cool. My photo auto cross is doing well. Purple Anaconda from Harley. Oh, boy. Yeah, I see it sprouted some actual leaves. So it's now beyond the it's now in veg. It's cute. It's gotten out of that. What stage would that be? what do you call that? That first stage. Yeah, that's so what would be the result? The germination stage. Thank you. So it's out of the germination stage into the vegetation stage. So what are we looking for here? Are we looking for an auto that doesn't take as long to come to to finish up? Is that what we're looking for here? I mean, a photo that finishes sooner. Let's put it that way. Oh, we have no idea. I see. This is a test. I see. Interesting. I wonder what will happen. I mean, most anything could happen, right? Maybe you'll get one that talks, wants to eat meat. It'll be cool. I wonder what you'll get. Yeah, maybe you get one that'll be done in 3 weeks. What's this notification here? Oh, it's a text from Joe. Oh, he was going to come over tomorrow, and it will not be able to do so. Oh. You're treating it like an auto. I see. That'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what develops. Maybe you'll get a high yield auto, or maybe not. Huh? Naughty Nikki B, welcome aboard. Yeah, we're just kicking back here talking about Katie's test. She's doing that cross between the auto and the photo. You're familiar with it, I'm sure. So it's popped its first veg leaves, and it's looking cute as can be. Yeah, the purple anaconda. It's a cute little thing right now. Yeah, it's coming along. So, I'm stoned. Today's weed of the week is tangerine haze, and it's 27.82% THC, and it is a sativa. Just so you know. And I finally have it memorized. Took me 3 tries. Awesome sauce. He's currently taking a little power nap in the chair after lasagna dinner. Well, I don't blame him. I would do the same thing, because I'm sure he had an ample slice, as would I. I love lasagna. Oops. Oh boy. So I have no idea what to talk about. Just so you know. Oh, there's Mrs. SPLIFFY pulling into the driveway. Didn't even know she went out. So that's how much attention I pay around here. So I have no idea what we're having for dinner, or what I'm having for dinner. Chances are I'll be preparing my own. That is generally the case. So we'll see. Unless she brought home something prepared, which might also be the case. Yeah, I am stoned. You're right. Extremely, as a matter of fact. As you can tell by my eyelids, which are rarely open anyway, but I'm really having a tough time now. But so I must have said so about 18 times now. Ran out of topics. I usually wing it at this point. My wing is broken. Anybody else? Anyone? Anyone? Then you go home, I go home. Remember, there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. I'm going to take this buzz somewhere else. No show Tuesday. Not sure about next Saturday, what with the brain surgery and all. So maybe. Okay. Speaking of Stone, wonder where Stoney is. I don't know. He was a no-show. Stony, he was a no-show today. So anyway, yeah, wish me luck. I'm going to be a skinhead. Okay, the blue hair is gone. I'll be flesh tone next time you see me. Although I'm going to wear a baseball cap because I ain't showing that shit to nobody. So bye now. See you next time, although I don't know when that is. Okay? Okay. Bye.